Do you feel like your husband doesn't talk to you enough? Are you looking for ways to get him to open up and communicate with you better? If so, you are not alone. Ladies, a lot of wives are complaining about this. In this video, I will share with you 12 ways to get your husband talking again so that you can enjoy each other, reconnect, deepen your relationship and intimacy, and communicate honestly and constructively. Let's have this conversation. Hello my friends, welcome back to our channel. I am Dorian and this is Not Easily Broken. On this channel, we help Christian couples improve communication, restore trust and intimacy, and build a stronger, happier marriage that is not easily broken. Let's get right into it. So number one, don't expect your husband to talk to you like you talk to your girlfriends. Yes. Ladies, this is where some of you guys are getting it wrong and you're messing up big time. Your husband will not talk to you like you talk to your girlfriends. I know. And I think it's time that you really get used to it. This is one of the reasons why some men don't enjoy certain conversation with their wives. Why? Because you are expecting him to show the same emotions and the same attitude like your girlfriend does. He's not going to do that. And so stop acting like he is your girlfriend. He's not going to respond the same way. When you talk to your girlfriend about a problem, they show a whole lot of emotion. Their facial expression, their body language, the way they roll their eyes, they're leaning into the conversation. They're asking for more juice. They're asking for more information. They're saying things such as, "What? No way. Are you kidding me? No, he didn't. What are you going to do? How are you going to handle it?" I mean, these are just some of the expressions and some of the things that they say while you are talking to them. And here's the thing. This kind of stuff gets your blood and gets your adrenaline flowing. And you want to talk some more. And then guess what? You come home and share the same thing with your husband. And he didn't give you the same response. And guess what? You get mad. You have an attitude. He didn't show the same high level of emotion and you don't think that he was interested enough. You think that he didn't show you the interest. He's not interested in what you have to say or what you're saying. And that is so far from the truth. He is listening to you, right? He's right there. He's present. He's in the moment. He's paying attention to you. He's nodding to you. But he doesn't show that emotion and you automatically think that he's not interested in you. And that's not always the case. You should appreciate the fact that he's listening to you, that he's paying attention to what you're saying. At least give him a kiss and say, "Thank you, honey, for being there, for listening, for paying attention to what I have to say." At least give him credit for that. Number two, can he trust you? Men don't like to talk about their problems because they think that when they do, it makes them look weak. And that is far from the truth, but that is one of the big lies society sold men that, talking about your problems make you look weak. No, it's not. But here's the problem. Can you handle his vulnerability? Can you protect him when he talks to you about something that is very personal? Maybe something happened to him when he was younger, in his past relationship or whatever it is, and he shared a very vulnerable and a very important or very sensitive situation to you or with you, right? Can you handle it? Men always tell me that they don't like to communicate with their wives about certain things because they often throw it back into their face. If he tells you something personal, and the next time you and him is having some sort of conversation, an argument or disagreement, and you bring it up, listen, man, that man is never going to talk to you about his personal business or anything personal like that anymore. Because you basically say, "You know what? You cannot be trusted." You're saying to him that he cannot trust you with these very sensitive topics, very sensitive situation. If you want your husband to feel comfortable talking to you, be a safe place and a safe space for him. This means being accepting, non-judgmental, be open-minded about situations like this. Because at the end of the day, you are supposed to protect his vulnerability. Number three, do you want a talker or do you want a listener? What do you really want? A husband who talks more and listen less, or a husband who talks less and listen more? Sometimes wives say they wish their husband would talk more, but what you are really saying is that you wish that your husband would listen to you. Are you really interested in what he has to say, or are you looking for a husband who will validate your own thoughts and feelings? Think about that for a moment. Because listen, the truth is sometimes you don't need your husband to solve your problem. You don't need your husband to even make a comment. You already have the answer. You just need someone to listen to you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with needing validation. But communication needs to be a two-way street. You need to open up and communicate, right, between the two of you guys so that it makes it easier for him to also listen to you. And listen, my friends, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, leave a comment in the comment section, and we also have a free ebook for you guys. It's called 7 Threats to a Happy, Successful Marriage and What to Do About It. The link is in the description in this video. Please go and get this ebook. Let's get right back into it. Number 4, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally if he doesn't want to talk. Some men like to work through their problems in their head before they talk to people or talk to you about it. Your husband may be processing a situation that happens at work and he just need to go through it in his mind. Or he may be thinking about, something that he is planning to do later. See, ladies, his silence is not a personal attack against you. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't let him know that you would like to hear what he is thinking. Tell him you would like to listen to his ideas. Let him know that, you like talking to him. And sometimes his silence is very, uncomfortable. Just let him know. Let him know it is, you like to connect with him that way. Number 5, don't add pressure. Listen, guys, if your husband hasn't been talking to you and it appears that he's pulling back a bit, try letting the issue rest a while. Wives, sometimes you can be too pushy. And if you are a little bit too pushy, you are pushing him away. Sometimes you can be too demanding and you can be too clingy. So you got to know exactly how to balance. You got to check the pulse of your husband, rhythm, and his body language, his posture, his attitude, his personality, what he's doing, how is he doing it. If you sense that something is happening, something is off, maybe you just need to back off a little bit and give your husband some space. And maybe he will come to you in his own time. And here's the thing. Stop nagging him to talk to you. Don't do the nagging stuff. It's not the best way to get your husband to open up. This will only make it less likely that he will open up and talk to you. Instead, try asking specific questions about his day, comment about something that that he's interested in. This will show that you are interested in hearing what he has to say. It's okay to let him know that you want to talk with him. Let him know that you desire him to be more vocal, more verbal with his feelings. But please, you have to phrase it in a positive way. You need to phrase it such as, honey, I love talking to you so much. And I miss you when you are in that silent mode, in that silent space, if you know what I mean. Rather than saying something negative such as, you never talk to me, you never communicate to me. That's just criticism, and it's just going to get him all fired up and it's just going to get him mad. And he's just going to run away and don't say nothing to you. So you got to be mindful of how you are approaching him about situation and things that you need to talk about. Number 6, learn his love language. Sometimes some of you guys have difficulty communicating with your husband because each partner love language is different. Each partner show love differently. For example, if your husband love language is the act of service, then guess what? He might be loving you or demonstrating love to you by doing things around the house, doing things with you. He may not be saying a whole lot, but he's working. He's taking out the garbage. He's making sure that the cupboard and the house is in top condition. You ask him to do something and he's very quick to do it. That's an expression of love. He may not be very wordy. He may not be very vocal. He may not always talking. But if he's doing something, guys, he's showing love to you, right? Because some men doesn't like to talk a lot. There are some men that don't. That's why it's so important to understand your husband pattern and behavior. Because sometimes you're comparing him to your girlfriend, husband, and the two of them are not the same. You should never compare your spouse with another person. And if you really do pay attention, you will discover that he is actually communicating to you in his own way. This is critical. Number 7, ask him about things he enjoys. See, a good first step to getting your husband to talk more to you is to ask him questions about things that he enjoys, things that are important to him, things that mean something, things that have value. If he enjoys sports, ask him about his favorite team. If he's into car, ask him about the latest model. You know, if you have a car show happening in your community, in your city, then listen, go to that car show with him. I'm sure he's going to enjoy it. This will help to get the conversation started, get his adrenaline going, and if the topic is important and he is comfortable with it, he's going to talk. And you can connect with his interests even if you are not interested in it at all. Because the idea is to do things that get your husband opening up more to you and having meaningful conversation. Number 8, don't cut him off when he is speaking. Sometimes wives are quick to cut their husbands off when he is trying to talk to you, especially if it is something that you don't agree with or you don't want to hear. And instead of listening to understand, you cut him off to respond. That, my friends, is not good. When you cut him off in the middle of him having a conversation with you, expressing himself to you, explaining something, you are saying, I am not interested in what you have to say. You cutting him off is saying, I have enough of what you're saying. Now it's time for me to talk to you. What you are saying is that what you have to say is more important than what he has to say. And you're basically saying that only your opinion counts. Again, communication is a two-way street, my friends. Number 9. Compliment him. We all respond positively to praise. If your husband starts up a conversation with you, respond to him in a very positive way. Respond to something that he has said in a way that it's like you are rewarding him for his effort by giving him your full attention and you are giving him some positive feedback. That is going to get him wanting to talk more. Let him know that you enjoy talking with him. Baby, that was a great conversation. That was amazing. I learned so much about what you had just explained to me. Babe, what did you say? I like that. Man, we need to have this conversation again sometime. This encouraged him to continue talking and let him know that you are interested in what he has to say. Number 10, get out of the house. Just get out. Get out of the house. Sometimes a conversation can flow better or flow more easily in a new location. Notice how you communicate differently when you are on vacation. Notice how you communicate differently when you are in a different space. Listen, try taking a walk together. Go for a long drive. Go to another city. Plan a fun date night at a new restaurant. Just do something different. See, getting out of the house, it can break that silent. It breaks that same old mentality. It gives life and it gives more meaning to the conversation. It makes you feel a little bit appreciated or more appreciated. Because here's the thing, when you do something new, it gets you to focus more on the conversation. It brings excitement. It shows interest. It gets you feeling like you are in the right space, the right moment, and you're doing something worthy with your spouse. A shared activity can do wonders to restart a conversation. Number 11, talk during an intimate moment. Yes, yes, yes. You can have meaningful conversation. And you can have great conversation or talk with your husband during intimate moment. Intimacy does not have to be about sex, guys. Just being in that space where you're close, you're hanging out together. And guess what, guys? A great time to talk to your husband is when he wants to really get intimate. Let's be real. Most of the time, that is the only time he shows you a lot of attention. I'm just going to be honest about it. Some men, that ladies complain about this with us all the time, that is the only time you can get your husband undivided attention is when he wants to be sexually intimate with you, right? And when a man wants to be intimate sexually, he will almost listen to anything that you have to say. Now, I'm not telling you that while you're in the mood of making love that you start that deep conversation. No. But if you know, you kind of sense his rhythm, you sense the feeling that he's into you, that he wants to get it on tonight, that's an opening, guys, to kind of inject the things that you really want to talk about. Don't do it while you're naked or don't do it while you're in the heat of the moment, but kind of know how to gauge the temperature. While he's trying to get with you, use that cue, man. Strike up that conversation. And please don't do nothing that's going to end up in an argument. That's just going to kill the whole entire mode. Listen, ladies, you need to know when to use your superpower. You just need to know when to use your superpower. Number 12, ask his opinion. This is so important, guys. Everyone loves to feel like an expert. Everyone wants to be seen as an expert. And if you have a problem that you need to resolve, try asking your husband what he think about it. What would he do if he was in the same situation? Because here's the thing, right? Even if you already know the answer to the problem, still ask his opinion. Just the fact that you do, it makes him feel like, you know what, my wife value my ideas. She value my opinion. She value what I have to say. This will help him to feel needed and appreciated. And it will give you the benefit of insight and get some wisdom from what he has to say. You might be surprised that what he tells you might just help the situation that you're going through. And well, my friends, that's it for this video. If you found this video to be helpful, please like and share. Please leave a comment in the comment section. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless you. And always remember that your marriage is not easily broken.